Hey guys, it's Sarah. Sorry we got cut off yesterday. I got a phone call from one of my close friends out in California who we've been trying to connect here for a while. And then right after that, my mom called. And, gotta talk to mom. So pick up where we left off yesterday, or where I left off yesterday. Was hopes, non-scale victories, stuff that I'm just hoping for post-op. So I can't remember, animals, snacks from animals. I can't remember where I left off yesterday with hopes, but I was kind of thinking about where I wanted to be size-wise. Right now, it really varies. I'm anywhere from a size 22, sometimes up to a size 26, depending on who makes it. The pants that I have on right now, I think they're 22. They're the stretch jeggings from Lane Bryant. They're like my favorite pants in the world. I have like 3 or 4 pairs of them. But then I can also go, there's jeans that I bought at Lane Bryant before, same size, and I'm a size 26. So I don't know. There's a variance to it. But I think, I was watching New Toy for Katie's videos, and it looks like she and I had a pretty similar body shape. We're both on the shorter side. We're 5'4", both busty. She was like out of control busty. I mean, holy shit. I think at her height, she said she was like a triple F or something. Like, damn! I'm at a triple D right now. So big, but not like, not like, I don't, stop children in the street or anything like that. But, from what I've seen, we have a similar body shape. And she was saying that as soon as she could, she started buying the boyfriend cut from American Eagle Outfitters. And I looked them up, and that's pretty much the cut that I wear right now. So I think once I'm out of, Lane Bryant and the plus size section, I'm going to start buying those jeans. And I don't know. I guess we'll go for a size 12. And then ultimately, if my body shapes in this way and everything goes as planned, then I'll see if I can get down to a size 8. But, I'm trying not to get too hung up on that because, like, Casey Quinn, if you guys watch her videos, I'm sure you do. I mean, everybody watches her videos. She's such an inspiration. She, I think, was at a size 12, and, I mean, just looked smoking. And Katie got down to a size 6 and just looked smoking. I mean, I think it really depends. And I don't think, it really does depend on your body type. And I think that this far out in the game, it's really hard for me to know what my body type is going to be. Like, I did the little frame test so that you could see how big your frame is. And according to the test, it says I'm large framed, or it said I was large framed. Okay, great. Fine. I mean, if I'm large framed, then chances are I'm, probably not going to get into a size 6 and be able to, maintain that. You can always get down low, but it's if you could keep that as a baseline. So, we're going to go for size 12 now. And then if it goes lower, then great. And if not, then I'll probably be pretty happy with that. And weight-wise, 100 pounds. That's what I'm going for now. And from the looks of it, that's pretty attainable. It seems like a lot of people, or most people, they get this surgery done. And of course, it depends on what your starting weight is. But most people are able to lose about 100 pounds in the first year. So that's what I'm going for. I mean, again, if it doesn't happen, if it happens in 13 months, or if, if I get down to 180 and I'm happy and my doctor says I'm healthy and everything, then okay. I'm going to be okay with that. I'm not going to, I really don't want to get too hung up on a goal number right now. Just because I've seen people set these goals for themselves and then get stuck, a year and a half out, with the 20 pounds to lose that I think the rest of society, the rest of women are always trying to lose. I know my mom's been trying to lose 20 pounds for the past 20 years. And so, I mean, if I get down to, 180 and it looks good, then okay, great. And if I get down to 130, well then fucking woohoo, go me. So those are some hopes. And then, I mean, I want to be able to do the full expression of all of the all of the yoga positions. That's important to me. I really want to finish the Couch to 5K without having that crushing knee pain. Like, that's just, I've got it in my head that I really want to be able to say, yes, I did that, because running has always been a struggle for me. And then my ultimate goal is, I have it all planned out in my head. Like I told you guys before, I'm in school right now. I'm slotted right now to graduate at the end of this year, 2013, if I don't take any time off. It's University of Phoenix, so they go in 5-week course segments. It's a little different than a traditional brick and mortar school. And then I'm just gonna be looking at tons of student loans. Well, we already are, because my husband got his bachelor's and his master's through University of Phoenix, which is a private university, so it certainly doesn't come cheap. And so my goal, probably my biggest goal that I really, really want to see come to fruition, more than a jean size or a number on the scale, is to be fit enough and strong enough to be able to take my certified yoga teacher training certification and then pay off those student loans by teaching yoga, one evening during the week and then on the weekends, like that. As soon as I stepped into that studio, I knew that I wanted to teach yoga. I knew that was my destiny, so to speak. So now it's just a matter of slimming down, getting fitter, so that I can actually see that happen, because you don't often see a fat yoga teacher. So yeah, those are kind of my goals now. Can't really think of, I know I have a few more. I want to be able to I want to be able to look at a big, huge bowl of, delicious. One of my favorite foods is just plain, like, angel hair pasta with butter, salt, pepper, little garlic powder, and tons of fresh Parmesan cheese. It's something that my mom fed us as children. It's total comfort food. It's cheap. It's easy. I love it. And I lose it every time I look at, I can't have just a little bit. I will eat it all night. I could probably eat a box of pasta. So I want to be able to have control around those foods. And that, I know that if I eat, a huge, like, cereal bowl full of pasta, I know I'm not hungry, and I know that's head hunger, and that's not something that the band is going to fix. So that's where Sarah's going to have to do some work. So yeah, maybe it won't ever go away. I try not to eat those foods, or try not to cook those foods, because I know that I'm going to eat them and then I'm just going to feel like shit the next day. Physically, bloated, and just like, why did I do it? So I already stay away from them, but I want to get to a point where I can look at it and have it in moderation. So it's just things here and there that, Georgie was talking about this, how it wasn't one piece of toast, it wasn't 2 pieces of toast, it was 3 pieces of toast with yummy butter and cheese. Not because she was hungry after eating 2 pieces, but because it's yummy and it tastes good. And so, quantity. We'll get it figured out, girl, don't worry. And so then, the last thing that I wanted to talk about was children, which, by the way, just took a P test, can say, woohoo! Got the 2 straight lines, no plus lines, not pregnant. I've never been happier to be not pregnant in my life, because we tried for a few years, and every negative pregnancy test was like a crushing blow. And I was just praying to God, Jesus, and all that is holy, Buddha, all the other ones. Can't, all the other ones. I don't know. I'm not religious. That I would just see a negative sign on that pregnancy test, and I did. And I was like, thank God, thank God, thank God. Because that is for later. But to kind of come back around, children. My friend Kim, who had the band done, I think I've told you guys about her. She's my local friend out here. She has a child. She's 5 or 6, and she was talking about how, God, it's a good thing I made 2 videos. This is turning into long. I apparently have a lot to say. But she grew up, she's Southern, and so she grew up with all those good Southern foods, like, fried chicken and mayonnaise on everything, and baked macaroni and cheese, and and also just a lot of crap food, like a lot of snackies, Doritos and Cheez-Its and the cellophane wrapped snack cake, Little Debbie's. I mean, stuff that was not allowed in my house. So I never really got a taste for it. Instead, I got a taste for, mixing bowls full of pasta. And she's a single mom. And so her mother, so Kim's mom, and the little girl's name is Elsie, her grandma, the grandma takes Elsie during the day, and Elsie's healthy weight, healthy, normal little girl, does have high cholesterol, ironically. I've never heard of a child having high cholesterol, but that makes me think genetic, because you look at her and she looks perfectly normal. She's very active. But Elsie goes to grandma's house and she eats, cookies and snack cakes and everything that made Kim fat. And Kim, being, 2 years post-op, has developed some much cleaner eating habits. And she goes, Mom, don't give Elsie crap food. Like, I want to break those habits. And the mom just doesn't get her mind around it, doesn't understand that, like, Kim was telling me that her compromise for, instead of giving Elsie, 4 cookies or basically whatever she wants, was to give her hot cocoa every day after school. And Kim was like, damn it, Mom, that's sugar, that's chocolate. Give her water, fruit, milk. She doesn't need to have refined sugar. Constant battle. And Kim was telling me this, and I'm just like, God, that's like, I can't believe your mom, after watching you go through lap band, watching you lose 100+ pounds, watching you struggle with your weight, like, your whole life. Like, I can't believe that she would be so disrespectful, to your wishes with your daughter, to have her not see, because girls, we all know it is not fucking fun being the fat girl. Like, this sense of humor and this wit that's going on here, I don't know if I would have honed that had I been the thin, pretty girl. Not to say that I don't love my personality and my sense of humor, but I think you guys know what I'm talking about. And, you diffuse with humor, and it is crushing when you hear somebody call you fat or make a joke, or they're laughing or whatever. And I remember hearing some stuff when I was a little kid, and I mean, I think about it now and it just cuts me to the quick. And so Kim was saying that she doesn't want Elsie to develop those same bad habits that she did as a child, because she doesn't want her to go through the pain and struggle that she went through. And that made me think, where I was like, wow, I do want to have kids, and I want to get down to a healthy weight, when I start a family. And of course I want to, have a cute pregnancy and have everybody be like, oh, oh, look at them, can I touch the belly? And all that stuff. But more than that, if I have a girl, which I just have a feeling that I will, I don't want to be like a basket case around food and like put all this shit into her poor little brain that, mommy used to be really, really fat, and so you don't want to eat, you don't want to eat too many chips, and you don't want to eat too many, what are things I like? You don't want to eat too much butter. You don't want to eat, you don't want to eat too much of anything. And I'm just like, oh God, what if because my mom, bless her heart, she was like, we never had junk in the house, never had soda, but I still found a way to overeat. And if there was junk in the house, I was on it like a hobo on a ham sandwich, or like a little kid on a bag of M&Ms. And she tried to teach me moderation, and she tried to, make it work for me. And I just developed such a complex around food that here I am, 31 years old, taking one of the most drastic measures you can take. So I know we all fuck our kids up, but I don't want to pass this on to my future daughter or son or whatever. And I do want to have children. And I do think that I would be a good mother, and I think that I'd be able to teach them a lot about, responsibility, and I have lots of love to give, and my husband would be an amazing father. But this is such an albatross around my neck. I don't want the buck has to stop here. Like that, I can't have a child of mine have this complex that I have around food. And also, what if they do end up overweight? I mean, then I need to find a way to make sure that I can, I don't even know. I don't even know how I would deal with it. Obviously I'd still love them, try to help them work through it. But it breaks my heart to think that about a child that isn't even born yet, that's still twinkling away up in heaven somewhere, that would have to go through what I've gone through my life. The pain, like the pain that you don't show people. God, so dramatic. But I mean, seriously, there's so much pain that like you just don't show. We just eat it. I don't want that to happen to my child. So that's it, guys. I'm sorry this is so long. But that's kind of what I was thinking. And if the mood strikes, I'll post another video. But if not, you'll hear from me next Wednesday. Love you guys. Bye.